Good, Bro Street Bullies on YouTube. Look, I just wanted to little quick video. I just did a draft. Now, mind you, this draft. Let me put some context behind the league. It's a scoring league where the RBs, the rushing touchdowns is 6, the passing touchdowns is 4, wide receiver touchdowns 6. It is a PPR league, so this is the lineup. This is what I drafted. It's a deep league too. It's a 16-teamer, and you see it has IDP spots, and 6 bench spots and everything like that. So basically, since this is a deep league, at the first round, I want y'all to rate my team too. At the first round, it was a little run on QBs. In this league, I was originally going to probably draft a wide receiver, but I was in the first round, but I was leaning more to running back. So I was going to get a running back, but when I seen a run on the QBs, I was going to wait till like maybe the second round to get one. I do believe that you have to balance your positions in the deep league, especially. So my goal was to get like top players at certain positions, at least 3 top, top or second best players at their respective positions. So the guy before me drafted Jalen Hurts. And I was going to take him if he didn't take him, but I knew the guy. I drafted with him. I know him personally. So I was like, oh, I know he's going to take Jalen Hurts. So when Jalen Hurts went, I took Josh Allen with the 7th pick. You see my second pick, because it was a QB run, I was able to get me, I got Jalen Waddle. I know he's the number 2 on his team, but I got him in the second round. He was, in my opinion, the best wide receiver on the board. I think that he's still going to have a solid year, and he's going to help me win some games this year. Then you see in the third round, I got TJ Hockenson. He was the best tight end on board. Like I said, when I draft these 16-team leagues, I want balance, because it's going to be like, every team is not going to get everybody they want, but you have to try to balance it out and try to get the highest upside picks and the people that can do really well. Like TJ Hockenson, he has the potential to take over as one of the best tight ends that you can draft. Is Kelsey, then it's if you want to go Mark Andrews, you can, or you can go TJ Hockenson. Those are the 3 best tight ends in my opinion. So I went TJ Hockenson in the 4th round. In the 5th round, I went back-to-back running backs. I feel like J.K. Dobbins is my riskiest pick, but I like his upside. I think that if he's healthy, he's 2 years removed from that ACL injury. If he's healthy, he could be a league winner with that 4th pick. And I got James Cook, who's, you see training camp reports, and they are, Buffalo wants to use him as a 3-down back. Now, even if he's not truly a 3-down back, he should still be efficient. I think he should still get receptions. He should still get a good amount of rushing yards. He probably has a good amount of touchdowns on the ground and some on the air. And plus that Josh Allen, James Cook stack, man, if that pans out, if it goes the way it should go, I should win a good amount of games from that stack alone. And then I have Tyler Lockett. I drafted him in the 6th round, but I feel good about him. He's a wide receiver that I'm looking for. Like Tyler Lockett, he has splash games. And I know people on Jackson Smith Njigba, and I couldn't get him, but Tyler Lockett is still the number 1, number 2 wide receiver on that squad. He's been better than DK Metcalf the last couple years and has more touchdowns, more catches. So why not? And he's like a splash play wide receiver. He's one of them wide receivers. The only drawback with Tyler Lockett is the fact that he can be explosive in certain games and help you win weeks, but it might be games where it just might not be working for him. So that's the risk I gotta take. Then you got Gabe Davis. I'm expecting a solid year from him. I don't think he's going to be spectacular, but again, if Josh Allen, James Cook, and Gabe Davis pan out or solid in some way, I got a good stack. Then I got Zach Charbonnet. I drafted in the 8th round. He fell. I thought he was going to get drafted probably in the 5th or the 6th round, but he fell, and I was like, oh, I didn't think I was like, I passed on him a couple times, but when he kept falling, I just was like, you know what? Let me go get them. You see my IDP players. IDP is only 2 spots in this league. Me, I draft IDP players real late because of the simple fact that there's only 2 spots, and I don't want to spend valuable picks on an IDP player when I can get like offensive players that's going to help me in the deep league. You see my bench. I got Kenny Pickett. I like Kenny Pickett. I think he has a chance to be possibly a top 15 quarterback. I think his ceiling's probably around like that top 7 QB range. One of them QBs you can get late. I think him and George Pickens are going to ball out. I do think that he's going to be better this year. He's on year 2, so he's one of them picks I'm probably going to keep on my roster. It's a deep league. It's probably not that many quarterbacks left on the waiver wire. I haven't really checked it. But I got Tyler Algier. Somebody got Bijan Robinson that I know, but I'm good on waiting for Tyler. I think that Bijan's going to get his, but I think people are underestimating the fact that, Atlanta Falcons are a run-heavy team. Tyler just ran for 1,000 yards last year. I'm not saying he's going to, like, completely outdo Bijan, but I do think that he's going to be startable in some weeks. There's going to be weeks where Bijan go off, and then there's going to be weeks where Bijan might be so-so, and Tyler Algier might take the load off. I got the tight end Chigoziem Okonkwo from Tennessee. He's a speculation pick, but if he breaks out and TJ Hawkinson doing the thing, then I still have 2 solid tight ends. I got Jalen Hyatt. I think he has a chance to be the number 1 receiver on the Giants. They really have a wide receiver core that, even though it had some experience with Darius Slayton and Sterling Shepard, they always injured. They can't stay on the field. Same with Wendell Robinson. You do have Isaiah Hodgins over there too, but I think Jalen Hyatt, he's going to show that he probably is the best wide receiver talent-wise over there, and I think that as the year goes on, he's probably going to pick up steam. I don't think he's going to come out on fire or anything, but he's probably going to pick up steam, and it's probably going to help me win some couple games. And we don't know what's going to happen. It's not even week 1, so injuries happen. People make different moves on the waiver wire and everything like that. I got Gus Edwards because Gus Edwards low-key is a beast. So if J.K. Dobbins, I didn't draft him as a handcuff. I drafted him more like he was the best running back I thought was available at that time when I drafted him. So I drafted Gus Edwards because Gus Edwards has shown in fantasy football that when running backs get injured, like a J.K. Dobbins or who's the other running back when I think they signed Melvin Gordon. I think, Gus Edwards is better than Melvin Gordon, so I can see him being a number 2 RB. And if J.K. Dobbins can't stay healthy, I have another solid running back that can probably help me out a couple games. And then I got Alec Pierce. With the 15th pick, he was my Mr. Irrelevant, but he is also a stash play. I think a lot of upside. I do think Anthony Richardson will probably be, if he's not starting the first game, he's probably going to be starting at some point in the season because they want to get him developed. Like Garner Mitchell is okay, but he's like Indianapolis is in rebuilding mode. They need to see what they have in Anthony Richardson. So more than likely, eventually, Anthony Richardson, if he's not starting, he's going to come in. And the thing about Anthony Richardson is they say that his deep ball is great, and Alec Pierce is a deep ball catcher. So as he gets better throughout the year, even if I drop him or even if I keep him, just in general, if you have him in deep leagues, that combination, Anthony Richardson and Alec Pierce, might be good for fantasy, like trying to get you in the fantasy playoffs or even for the fantasy playoffs. You never know. So I think my team is solid. I don't want to go through all the other teams that people drafted, but personally in this league, I do think I drafted the best team. Y'all tell me what y'all think. All right, I'm out.